Hello, I'm Carolyn Baker, and I'm an author, life coach, and spiritual consultant. I imagine that, like me, you're feeling uncertainty and probably anxiety about our world at this time. In the United States, we just completed another presidential election, and lots of folks are looking forward to a new year and a new administration. In the midst of a terrible global pandemic, an economic crisis, climate chaos, and a lot of social upheaval, most people will just want to get back to normal. And yet, many of us are realizing that that may never actually be possible. One crisis occurs, seems to subside a bit, but before it's gone, another crisis erupts. 2020 has been especially a disruptive year. And while many people just want to be over all of that chaos, it doesn't appear that 2021 will be all that much different, even with a new administration. This year, we've seen not only a skyrocketing of deaths related to COVID-19, but suicide rates have risen as well. Certainly in my lifetime, America has never been so divided, and many other nations are experiencing division in their societies as well. Everywhere, people are struggling with how to navigate these daunting times with some sense of grounding, safety, support, connection, and love. Beyond this very human desire to be safe, is there something that this massive global disruption might be telling us? How do we become resilient in the face of it? And what does resilience mean anyway? I define resilience as the willingness to adapt our attitude and behavior in ways that enable us to learn and grow from challenging or even tragic events. But when we say learn to grow, what does that actually mean? Grow how? Well, I assume that because you're exploring courses with Infinity Foundation, you're interested in growing emotionally and spiritually. And for the past 13 years, I've been writing and teaching books and courses on how we can develop emotional and spiritual resilience as we live through incessantly disruptive experiences. A lot of people are looking at the hosts of problems our planet is facing and seeing them as a group of individual issues. I believe that that perspective is myopic because it doesn't allow us to see the big picture. Beyond that, it's exhausting. In this course, I'm going to offer a larger perspective, one that I call the view from 35,000 feet. One that allows us to not only view our predicament differently, but respond to it more skillfully and more compassionately. From this perspective, we can more fully enhance our resilience by developing emotional resilience and spiritual practices that engender inner strength and external connectedness. On the one hand, we're living in daunting times, times that are painful, uncertain, unfair, and even terrifying. It's very easy to feel like life is asking more of us than we can give. We need to be merciful with ourselves and fortify ourselves with wise and conscious self-care. But on the other hand, we're living in very exciting times. We're being asked to become more fully human, to experience the fullness of who we are, both in the disruption of our times, as well as the joy, beauty, and love that the path of resilience offers us. Please join me on Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021, from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time for Resilience in Disruptive Times. And please register now at the Infinity Foundation website, infinityfoundation.org. I hope to see you in February.